Welcome to the BallerAlert Show podcast, available everywhere you get your podcast. I go by the name of Ferrari Simmons.
You know BT?
OCT, what up?
Sue Solo is on vacation. Like, literally, she's on vacation. But don't worry. Sue Solo.
France, right?
Not yet, but she will be there.
Okay.
I think she's going somewhere else. Then she's going there.
Well, we know she is across the pond.
Where's the Eiffel Tower? Where is that?
That's in Paris.
Oh, she's in Paris right now.
Paris.
Yeah.
You guys ready? Get to it?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Just in case you missed it.
Alright, so 50 Cent's oldest son, Marquise, reaches out for his daddy, and instead of 50 responding, Little Meech reaches out. Did you guys see that post?
Yeah.
Marquise put on his caption, entitled at the top, spelled out somebody. I couldn't see if that was like, was that hundreds or 20s? Looks like $5 bills.
Let me see.
Looks like 5s or 20s or something like that. I don't know.
I think that was the whole 60.
Nah, that's $100. That's
Those $100 bills? Okay,
yeah,
my bad. Okay, my bad.
Those
And his
100.
caption, and I quote, y'all think $6,700 is too much money? Someone tell my pops I will pay him $6,700 just for 24 hours of his time so we can do everything I ever wanted to do with him as a kid.
I'm going to just say this, man. I think that's sweet and all that, but 50 of cancer, man. I don't even know. I don't know about that. Because that's a little stretch. Like, you was posted up with his enemies when they was beefing.
Man, first of all,
like,
you 25 now. Nigga, y'all almost 30, nigga.
You grown-ass man.
You almost 30. If you ain't got a relationship with your father at this point, I don't think it's going. We see how 50 act.
That's what I'm saying.
I will continue to pray for them because if Pops is alive and well and as is a 50 Cent, I would rather see them get along and move past the pettiness. Now, we also know that Marquise is a son of 50 Cent, looks just like him.
Just like him.
And he inherited the pettiness of his father. So we can tell where it's coming from.
Well, Lil Meech being petty right back because he responded.
So Lil Meech said, "You stupid. I'll take 5 over there myself and might even play some games with you." He was talking to 50 Cent's son.
No, he's talking about 50 Cent when he said 5.
Oh,
that's the
he said he'll bring his daddy to him.
Like, he's like, I'll bring your daddy over there,
and I might even play games with you. Oh wow,
yeah.
Thank you.
Petty,
Good looking on that. Didn't know that.
Petty.
Yeah,
didn't know that. That's what's up.
It's real petty.
That what's up.
So Ferrari, let me ask you this, right? You got kids. You pay child support. Do you feel like $6,700 is enough money to take care of a child?
I feel like whatever is agreed amongst the parents. I'm not trying to be politically correct. I promise you. I do feel like I promise you, because I pay child support. So I feel like whatever is agreed upon amongst the parents to co-parent in a nice way, cool. But this obviously shouldn't even be seen to say the light of day. Mm-hmm. This is a personal matter, and I don't like discussing that now. To 50 cents, 6,700 ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what the issue is with all this. I'd rather see them to resolve it than to discuss why we talking about $6,700. That ain't nothing.
I just wish that his son would have refrained from getting into that beef when it was hot. Between him and Rick Ross, or when he was posted
other people
with,
too. Yeah, it was
with,
other people too.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
he just should have just left that alone.
It should have been a kid.
Because he just should have stayed in the child's place. Because now,
it's getting hot. Because I tell you right now, 6,700 is people. And when I say people, it's mothers that would love to get $6,000 a month on child support.
But how's he still getting that if he's of age?
Well, he's talking about that's what he had to live off of. Yeah,
okay.
He's talking about he had to live off that. And what he was talking to, I'm assuming it's one of his homeboys when they was on live. He was like, "Bruh, you getting almost $7,000 and you can't live off $7,000."
Right.
And he's like, "Well, it's in New York." You know what I mean? And the guy was like,
"An apartment is $7,000."
But I tell you this,
one bedroom, by the way,
$7,000 is a lot of money for child support. It's not a lot of money in the sense of obviously who the father is. And
it's a percentage of so child support is the percentage of the father's income. So I'm pretty sure $6,700 is not the percentage of 50 Cent's income. Be honest with you.
I mean, and that goes to the lawyer. Kudos to him or her, whoever drew up that contract. He ain't paying nothing. That's kind of like Chris Brown lawyer.
I believe that was around the time when he bankrupt or something like that. Maybe
allegedly.
Well, you know with the child support, these celebrities, it changes like all the time because they money changes.
50's a smart guy.
But shit, See, if I had 7,000,
I want them to settle this.
Been good.
This has been a beef. This beef been way too long. I don't like to see father and sons beef like that, especially when hopefully they can reconcile and figure that out.
I don't know about it though. Like I
Off
said,
social
man,
media,
that man
please.
ain't never gonna forgive.
I don't think. I think 50
Why
Cent is
do
one of
you
those type of
50
people
used to have him in videos, bro. I remember that.
We
Yeah,
all
but-
remember that, but you got to understand.
He's in the
that
Wankster video.
50 Cent is one of those type of people. He don't forgive people.
Yeah, I want to see him squash it though.
And if he forgive, he ain't letting you forget.
He ain't gonna let you forget.
Well, I don't know. One thing we not gonna forget is Brett Favre, former NFL player. Brett Favre is labeled as the welfare queen. Amir reports former Mississippi governor
funny.
and nonprofit leader gave him $6 million in welfare funds. And I quote, he says, "I have done nothing wrong, and it's past time to set the record straight." He said, "No one ever told me, and I did not know that funds designated for welfare recipients were going to the university or me. I tried to help my alma mater, USM, a public Mississippi State University, raise funds for a wellness center. My goal was and always will be to improve the athletic facilities at my university." Do you believe Brett Favre or not?
That is some bull-ish, man.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this because
The welfare
snitching on you.
queen.
wait, they snitching on you. They snitching on you. It's conversations that they've had with other people, and he's saying, "Yo, if I get this money and do this, will anybody ever know about this? There's going to be a trace about this conversation and where the money's going at all." And the lady who they said he talked to, she said, "I think that you'll be fine." And guess what he did? He started running it up.
Right, continue taking that money.
And you taking money for people on the, man, you know how crazy you got to be taking welfare
$6
money?
million.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
God.
That's not. It's not even 600,000, 6,000,
6
60,000,
million?
6 million.
I mean, that's
you can't
kinda
just
like-
take that all at the same time. By the way, it got to be. Boop.
That mean he been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what state is that in?
Mississippi.
Oh, of course he doing it in Mississippi. They don't care about black people in Mississippi.
That's one of the most racist states in the country.
It damn sure is.
Yeah, but it's wrong is wrong.
Fact.
But it's in Mississippi. Black people ain't even got water in Mississippi.
That's true.
Cops are investigating Devonte Adams after shoving photographer. I actually watched the game.
I did too.
They were up 21-0. He plays for the Oakland Raiders. He's a wide receiver. He was frustrated because the Kansas City Chiefs came back, won the game. One time for Travis Kelce, he scored 4 touchdowns in one game. He was my tight end on my fantasy football.
beast.
I appreciate that, Travis Kelce. Anyway, Devonte Adams was very upset. He was walking back to the locker room. A cameraman just so happened to cut across him. He pushes him. He falls down. And now he's saying he was injured because that ain't no grass. He got pushed down. He got pushed down on concrete. And that is a white boy that he pushed down. Devonte Adams is Negro. Married to a white lady, by the way. The cops are investigating this. Now, I will say, if I could chime in first, Devonte Adams is an upstanding guy. He's a very nice individual. I've seen him play football for a very long time. Met him one time. Didn't get an autograph. I needed that. But one of the best wide receivers in the NFL right now. I don't think that the cops should be trying to do this. I hope this young man doesn't press charges, but it looks like a money grab. That's my opinion.
I mean, listen, man. You have NFL strength.
Got pushed on camera. This is a money grab.
So you pushing a cameraman and
He probably didn't even think of it. He was just like, man, I'm mad. He lost. He's on a sorry team now.
bro, you can't push people though.
Facts.
You cannot push people. You have to understand this man is in the NFL, so he's stronger than the average man. You know them stuff.
And he was frustrated because they lost.
So you know he pushed the hell out of me. I seen it and I said, well, if you want to pay for somebody Christmas, you could have paid for mine. Cause that's what he about to do.
Oh, buddy finna settle. He finna give him a nice little.
He's definitely getting a settlement check.
Yeah, he gonna get a settlement check.
What you think?
He has a mild concussion. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
That man's super strong.
Hey, if you see him, that man was flying.
Hey man, he ain't fly like that, bro.
He got pushed by an NFL player. This is a cameraman.
But he didn't.
This is a cameraman.
He got
getting some money. That's all
so he got shoved. It wasn't a push. It was like a.
No, it was a push.
You know what I'm saying?
He pushed him.
Okay.
He looked him in the eyes and said, "Get the hell out of my way." He gave him the Superman push, and he's holding the camera.
No.
So obviously he's already off
That's
balance.
not what happened.
Yeah, it is.
Put the video on the screen
Put
as
the
we
video
talking.
up. What y'all think?
He was walking. He was like a soft walk to the locker room. He just so happened to go in front of him, and he was like, "Bro, get out my way!" And just pushed him. It wasn't like, "Oh, I don't like you." Push.
Ferrari worked for the NFL. Ferrari.
No, it's one of my favorite players. And I watched it happen last night.
Ferrari got to be on the payroll.
Hey, man, the commissioner called Ferrari.
Anyway, Draymond Green punched the hell out of
Speaking of assault,
Mr. Poole. Now that was an assault. There's a lot of context to what's going on out here, though.
We gonna have to catch
I ain't gonna lie. Warriors, Draymond Green, another aging offensive liability, and possibly interested in joining the Lakers. From what I've heard, it was a lot going on. There's a lot of chatter going back and forth with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole. And this escalated way too fast. Draymond stole his ass. Like, I ain't talking about punch.
Poole is a rookie, right?
Huh? Poole?
No, Poole is
not
this is third year.
Okay.
But he's about to do it.
He's about to get his big ass contract. And, you know, it's just a little chipper going on. And Poole was talking some smack. And Poole pushed Draymond Green.
Did you see what Trae Young said?
Lord, knocked the hell out of him.
Trae Young said he tweeted Draymond Green trying to get to L.A. Damn.
Like, if Draymond Green goes to the Lakers, that's going to be a good look. That's going to be good for the Lakers. I'm just letting y'all know right now.
The Lakers need some shooters, man. That ain't going to be a good look for them.
No, I'm talking
Why
about
you think
LeBron needs someone like that on his team. He has who?
Pat Beverly. He has Dennis Schroeder. He has defense. They ain't got no damn shooters.
Yes, he needs shooters, but
they have no shooters. They need Buddy Hield.
Rider. Yes, they need him.
They need Buddy Hield.
The Lakers need a lot. Let's just put that out there. They need a lot. However, someone like a Draymond Green, that'll be a good fit for the Lakers.
Nah, they just gonna get more texts.
That's Lakers basketball.
They gonna get more texts. They gonna get texts for Pat Beverly. Then they gonna get more texts for Draymond Green, and then LeBron is gonna be like, "Damn, why I got these two crazy men on my team."
Let's put it this way: it's gonna be a really good NFL season and NBA season. This is my favorite time of the year, the part of the year where it's NFL and NBA at the same time. I'm excited.
I don't think that Draymond punched that dude over being jealous of a contract extension.
No, he was not. It was a lot more going on.
Yeah, I think they were just, going, they probably was going back and forth, during practice, and he probably.
And it's always something deeper than rap.
They was talking about contract extension. First of all, Draymond Green has a big contract as it is, especially.
These are all millionaires we're talking about. So
right,
I mean,
So for you to punch somebody, you must have to say
he ain't punch him. He stole his ass.
Yeah, that was a night.
He leaned in with that.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was Jordan Poole, I'm like, man, I can't be teammates again with this guy. Like, because the footage is out.
I would say it's either him or me.
Yeah.
So he's not suing.
No, I doubt that. Because keep in mind,
it ain't none of that in.
It's like a family issue. It's like a family issue.
Keep in mind, things like this happen all the time in NBA practices. That's why we don't ever see it. But that's why the video getting leaked was so crazy. Because who leaked that? Why would you leak that? That's something that shouldn't be leaked.
They said TMZ paid $1 million for that footage.
Get out of here.
Supposedly, allegedly.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Allegedly.
We'll find out because we are on the BallerAlert Show podcast. Okay, Charleston White versus T.I. First it was Charleston White versus Boozy. Charleston White versus T.I.'s son King, and now it's Charleston White versus T.I.
Oh my God.
Charleston White versus Boozy's son, then King, then T.I.
Then T.I. But T.I. came on the gram very aggressive,
very strong,
and saying very strong. And I'm just saying,
I don't like it.
Tip really said. Now, look, I'm gonna be honest. Now, Tip said what I always say: if I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna go to jail for something, and it's gonna be my kids. So I pray to sweet baby Jesus all the time that my babies don't get into no altercation with nothing that will jeopardize my freedom. Because I'm telling y'all right here on TV, BallerAlert Show podcast, Sue Solo, BT, OCT, my mama, my wife, and all the people who care about me. You disrespect my kids. You put their safety in danger and harm's way. I'm going to jail. I'm turning myself in, and I'm feeling exactly how T.I. feel. That's all I got to say.
I just don't like them feeding into this Charleston White guy.
Tip did more than me because I wouldn't even said nothing. I would have just pushed up where he was at and we got the scrap. You know what I'm talking about?
So where did they get into it? Was this in Atlanta?
Charleston White said if King were to, what type of kids are you raising, Tip? If your son were to ever try to hurt me or something like that, I would shoot him.
What?
He'd be 6 feet under. Now, I don't know if this is for the gram, but you don't play with nobody kids as a grown-ass man.
I didn't see that part.
I saw it, and again, that's why I'm trying to tell you. You don't play with nobody child like that who love their child. Good fathers, good mothers. You don't play with nobody child, nobody kid, nobody spouse like that, especially nobody child. You talk about my child like that, I'm coming at you. Real
you know
talk.
who Charleston White is?
Cameras down. Don't need no audience. It's on and popping.
Charleston White is the new 6ix9ine.
And he tripping. He tripping
because
hard.
you think about this, we don't even hear about 6ix9ine anymore. But 6ix9ine had the hip hop community upset in a frenzy, and I feel like this dude Charleston White is just trolling.
Do you remember when 6ix9ine was trying Chief Keef and them, and Chief Keef was slick following him? Remember that he was in New York. Then Chief Keef was in New York. He was in. He went somewhere else. Then Chief Keef was somewhere else. Like I remember that.
And then all of a sudden, 6ix9ine hotel got shot up. You can't be playing games out here. This is my saying.
Don't play with nobody kids.
You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
For sure.
And my mama always told me that.
Don't play with nobody kids.
Don't play with nobody kids, man, because everybody ain't doing it for Instagram.
Don't play with nobody's livelihood. Everybody ain't playing.
Well, speaking of kids, I got a curveball question of the day. But first, shout out to Bronny James, signing over his
Nike.
name, image, and likeness to Nike.
Big
yes.
bag.
So my curveball question is, if your dad is already solidified, would you do the same? Would you follow suit with your, having signed away your name, likeness, image, and all that to a big corporation? Or would you start your own entity and capitalize that way?
Well, I would say everybody is not meant to be an entrepreneur. It's
Correct.
okay to partner with these brands, to especially because you got to understand white people do it to their kids. Most of people that's in middle class, upper class, these white kids, if they dad is an accountant or they dad's a lawyer, more than likely they're going to be a lawyer. They're going to be a doctor. And I feel like there's nothing wrong with Bronny James going in his dad's footsteps and signing with Nike rather than creating his own brand. Because, if you see what happened with Kanye, he wouldn't be a billionaire this fast if he didn't sign with, Adidas and Gap and all that stuff. The same thing with Michael Jordan. So, I would say use these big brands as much as they going to use you.
That's definitely a dope question. I do remember the Ball, Alonzo Ball's dad. Remember they started his own little line. And I think that's dope. In LeBron's case, this is a special case.
And he's big.
This is LeBron. LeBron's a active billionaire playing a sport. He has his own building at the Nike office. Clearly his son may or may not be as big as him. However, has the privilege of being way ahead of the curve. I love seeing an African-American man put his son in position to win. And that's what we're witnessing right now. Because usually these things don't tend to happen. We tend to see it happen in a different skin tone. And it's just dope to see a young man put his son in position to win. That will be able to put his son in a position to win. So this is generational wealth we're talking about. Kudos to them. I think it will be a successful thing because LeBron is a very smart individual. He put his homeboys on, and he's putting his son on now.
That's facts. Salute to LeBron.
Yeah, shout out to them. But I'm just saying, like, if you already have, like, the king of the NBA, who could set a team in place and have his own thing, whether it be a partnership with Nike versus them signing you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you already made $1 billion. How much more money you want them to have?
No, I agree with that, but I'm just talking about ownership.
No,
Right.
Agree. I think it's a lot of ownership already with LeBron, and I think more so it's him saying, because LeBron did not have this. And now, remember, he signed a $100 million contract right out of high school.
Nike.
Yeah, right out of high school. We don't know. It was an undisclosed amount. We don't know what happened.
We're allegedly saying that LeBron got $1 billion lifetime contract with Nike. And you got to understand, LeBron also, he owns a lot of business. He owns his own production company.
Yeah, he does.
He owns
But I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying like he owns a lot of stuff to be an entrepreneur, but I think he understands Nike.
Business. I think he understands business
he understands the business of Nike, and he understands like why would I create, a clothing line and stuff like this when I could just put
Why would I be a competitor when I'm already the competition?
Which Jordan has. Jordan has their own entity. Jordan has their own building. LeBron now has his own. So
Right.
I'm eager to see, kind of like when Jay-Z started taking the Super Bowl stuff, and last year's Super Bowl was a dope version. Now we got Rihanna
Which is
for this
dope.
year's Super Bowl. So I'm eager to see what's going to happen. Maybe it's going to be something like that, and he'll have something that he can own within it. But I think the umbrella, which is Nike, because that's a global thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? I think it would be dope, but I do think we definitely need to start owning our own thing. I do hope, and I have good faith that they know what they're doing over there. That's
Right. No, I totally agree with you guys as far as, him passing the torch and generational wealth and all that stuff,
Yeah.
something that's already established for his son to gain and for his children to gain in the future. However, I'm also thinking of people who also ask, what about ownership? Like, when BET was black, before they sold, or, just having some ownership in the black community.
Yeah.
And for somebody being so big as LeBron, it would have been more easy to already, have something, standard.
Maybe that's gonna come down the line.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what Kanye does, because I always felt that Yeezy should have just been Yeezy. Like, I felt like what Kanye's
not
doing
Adidas,
now,
not Nike.
Yeah, I just feel
Yeezy.
like
Facts. I agree
Kanye
with
should have been opened a Yeezy store
Should've
in
had
Atlanta.
his own ownership.
You should have
Just
been
Yeezy.
Yeah, you should have
Not
been
Nike,
owning
not
your stuff.
Adidas, just Yeezy.
And that's what I was saying for the
For LeBron.
Bronny,
Because he
Bronny.
already got a bad taste in his mouth over what Nike did, and Nike didn't want to give him any ownership or partnership. They just want to, put out his shoes. And that should have already told you, my brand is so big. If I'm selling Red October shoes for $10,000 at Nike and people are buying them, I should probably just open up my own store.
Because remember, it was Louis Vuitton first. He had the Louis Vuitton Dons. Then he went to Nike. Then he went to Adidas. And I actually didn't like the move to Adidas. But then when he came with his dope ass ideas with his team and all that, I was like, wow, he can stand alone. Kanye can literally stand alone and do something like that. Bronny, I don't know.
Yeah, you just never know. Well, right now he's under review with Adidas, with his whole contract with them, and he's digging himself a hole that I don't think he can get out of right now. So we're gonna see the future of Yeezy.
Yeah, we'll see, because he over there playing them pornos and trying to.
Well,
He got a lot going on, man.
He got a lot going
He's
on.
doing a
on.
big disservice to himself, especially messing with the Jewish community.
Yeah,
right now.
he's doing too much.
He's bouncing
needs
a
to
check
take his
his ass
medication.
cannot
Yeah,
cash.
he need to take
He
his
needs to take his
medication and just chill, man.
Please take your meds. Okay, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more of the BallerAlert Show podcast, available everywhere you get your podcasts.
It's love versus money on the Baller Alert Show.
Back to the BallerAlert Show. We got love versus money.
Uh-oh.
Today we have, for love versus money, Antonio Brown and Chelsea.
Oh, shit.
I believe Chelsea's with him. I believe that they were with each other for the love, man. They have 2 kids.
3
kids together. Anytime, it's unprotected sex, it's for the love.
And it seems she's been through a lot with them.
Yeah, and she
still
stays
going
by
through
his
it.
side. I think love on both parts. I'm gonna pray for AB because I love that song.
Put that shit on. Put that shit on.
I'm a fan. I'm a football fan first. Music fan. It's getting there, but for the love for both. Even though it gives you that hard ass.
Yeah.
AB got a lot going on, man. Super Bowl champion though. I got a lot
Ferrari,
of respect for him.
You said just anytime you have raw sex, that means it's love.
Raw.
First
They
of
have
all,
raw
just-
sex with 3 kids. That's
First
love.
of all, just because you shoot up the club does not
3
mean
times. He
that
did it 3
love.
times. He did it 3 times.
I'm gonna say
He shot her club up 3 times. 3 kids. That's love. Conversation over.
I'm gonna say that it's love. I gotta say that it's love. For both. I think for AB and for her, at one point in time it was love. If you know AB personally, AB's a genuine guy.
You said AB and Keisha Cole.
That was for the gram. But I think it was love, man. I think AB's a genuine guy. I think he's misunderstood a lot of the time.
Very misunderstood.
I think a lot of y'all Florida people are misunderstood.
Damn.
You can't understand half the shit y'all be saying, especially the Florida boys down
only
south.
only when I get mad. Carry on.
What part of Florida he from?
He's from
Miami.
Yeah, he's from Miami.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that it's love, and shout out to AB, man. Keep doing your thing with the music, and I like that song. Put that shit on. Hey man, the NFL got to cut that to my boy because he got everybody in the NFL doing that damn dance when he leaves the NFL. Now imagine if he had that song out while he was in the NFL.
I want to see him score and do it.
Oh man, that would have been crazy.
But and he's still 5, by the way. He can still play.
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
But you think he will ever get the opportunity to play again?
No. I think he don't care.
He don't care.
I think if you seen it recently on Instagram, him posting his rap checks. I mean, look like he's doing pretty good with the rapping. You know what I'm saying? So,
he could get appearances the rest of his life. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's a forever celebrity. He's an A-list celebrity.
And first of all, he made over $75 million with the Steelers.
He's one of the best.
So I think he's all right.
Let's put this out there. He's one of the best wide receivers ever. Top 10 to me. I don't think top 5, but top 10 for sure.
I agree.
So he's doing well with his money. He don't just be
I ain't say all that.
Nah, I ain't gonna say all that either.
I'm just saying the way he said 75.
But I do know he told me he owned his house. And that's always a good sign.
That's all you need. You just gotta pay utility bills at that point.
That's always a good sign.
Hey,
you still gotta pay the taxes.
That's fine.
You gotta keep the electricity.
That's fine.
Listen,
electricity bill about $500-$600 depending on how the square footage. I get it. Depending on the cold months, I get it. I'm just saying. That water bill gonna be hell because I know you got a big ass pool back there. But all I'm saying is that some people don't own that shit. So,
that's true.
Yeah.
Plus, I know how much he get for an appearance, and he
be all right. I think he be all right.
He gonna be all right.
Okay. Well, it's all love here. Love versus money. Appreciate y'all.
It's all love.
Speaking of love, I got a new segment I want to introduce, man.
Oh shit.
Last episode they was going at you pretty hard, BT.
Yeah.
It was going at you pretty hard for your opinions.
Yeah.
So I just feel like they need a little bit more in depth inside the mind of BT and getting to know you a little better because I feel like they would have responded differently had they known.
Well, I also feel like people shouldn't be listening to stuff for 15 seconds either.
Okay.
I understand our brains.
Come on, OCT. What we talking about?
Yeah, what we talking about?
Well, he's a single man, and this is the Baller Alert show. I feel like you got a bachelor's bag that you can reach in and give, your male listeners advice from.
Okay.
So, what you got for them? You got anything today?
It's just come from experience. You just made me think about the conversation that we had when I told y'all about the story when I took the girl out to eat.
Okay.
And I ain't had the funds to take her to the, afford the place she tried to get me to take her to. So, I mean, you want me to just give some word advice?
Just give us top 3 pieces of advice that you can give to your male listeners.
Oh, man, top 3.
Single male listeners.
Single male listeners, top 3 advices that I will give you. Live below your means. If you ain't got it, stop acting like you got it. Number 2, date somebody that you can afford because these women are getting too damn expensive. If you can't take her to Houston's, Mr. Child's, anything like that.
You went from Houston's to Mr. Child's. That's a big jump.
I'm just doing different cities.
Okay.
Ruth Chris, you know what I'm saying? What's a better place to take it than those places?
Oh, man, take her to Denny's or Waffle House somewhere, man.
Hey, Waffle House fine. I ain't gonna cap. In Georgia.
We went from Mr. Child's to Waffle House.
What's the third?
Well, I'll get them a better restaurant. Just take her to TGI Fridays, okay? If you can't afford to take her to them places, y'all know what place I'm talking about, them $100 plates. You know what I'm talking about. If you can't take care of them $100 plates, then you might need to go to TGI Fridays.
Chili's, Macaroni Grill.
Oh, Chili's is good. See, I'm a country boy, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A little $40 meal, baby, I could take you there. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to like $400.
It's got to be wifey, right?
Nah, they just stopped. Like, you don't look that good now.
Ooh.
When you look at the tab, shit, 400, you thought she was a baddie. You like, man, she didn't look that good. God, damn. Oh.
So State Market is off the menu because they got a $500 steak over there.
Ooh. Look, see, Ferrari, no.
Tanisha knows that.
Third advice that I would give you is just focus on you, man. Just try to, better yourself. If you're not in the best position, definitely try to get a job to advance your life, advance your career, work out. Because I feel like men, a lot of times, we focus on so much just chasing a cat rather than chasing a bag.
Chase the bag.
Chase the bag.
Chase the bag and work out.
Because when you got the bag, the cat gonna chase you.
Ooh.
All right.
Message.
It is time for Baller Mail. Dear Baller Alert, my best friend from college is married my ex and I feel away. We are not best friends now as adults, but in college, that was the person I was deeply in love with. I look on Instagram today, and they got married over the weekend. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Should I trip or leave it alone?
Leave it alone. That's obviously not your best friend.
Yeah, y'all ain't best friends no more.
They may have been better match.
What did it say? She don't want my love. I guess I gotta move on. You need to move on, and you need to mind your business because, friendships are like milk. Sometimes they go sour, and you got to throw it away. So, I feel like you just got to move on and don't worry about it. It's a tough situation, but hey.
Yeah, your ego got bruised, friend, and I'm just here to tell you that tends to happen from time to time. It happened to me from time to time as well. I would just let you know that you was worried about the wrong cat. You need to worry about the cat that's chasing you. Don't chase the cat that your ex-partner then took down the aisle. Maybe like OCT said, they was a better match. That wasn't the person for you, bro. And that ain't your best friend no more. What you worry about some shit that don't concern you for? You feel away, so what? Turn your head and keep it moving. Cool. Give me some shout outs before we get up out of here, guys.
Shout out everybody that's tuned in to the BallerAlert show, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in with us every week, man. Make sure you follow your boy on Instagram at YouKnowBT. That's YOUKNOWBT.
Shout out to our new listeners. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you continue to DM me the BallerAlert, the Baller Mail at Ferrari Simmons on all social media platties. Y'all love Instagram, so continue to send me the Baller Mail on Instagram. And if you want me, you can send the voice memo too. So we could play a voice memo. And if you want to talk about it on the show, we could do that as well. One time for our new fans, our new listeners, we almost at 7,000 wow.
Yeah.
Headed towards that 10K. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all coming and rocking with the crew. We revamped everything and we outside and ready to get things rolling. Appreciate y'all.
And we hit 1 million too.
We hit 1 million. One time for our 1 million view post, the one about Quavo and Saweetie. That was lit. That hit 1 milli. Definitely proud about that. Robin, we appreciate you just rocking with us and allowing us to be creative. And I look forward to, I'm telling y'all, 4 months, man. We finna be outside for real.
And now for a word from our ballers. Today we have somebody that Ferrari interviewed, and it was actually from the Ferrari interview, Future.
You gotta have tunnel vision, and there's so many trials and tribulations you're gonna go through. You know what I'm saying? If you keep focusing on the negative or focusing on anything that's not part of your vision, it's gonna throw you off. So you gotta have a vision. It's like, that's all I can say.